welcome to your June 2020 collage sheet video. I hope you are doing well and I hope you are staying safe. I know that in these times at the moment everything is topsy-turvy with the pandemic and now with the Black Lives Matter movement, which is so important. I feel all disjointed and angry and passionate and all that sort of thing, and I know a lot of you are feeling the same, but all I can do is be there, be supportive, listen, help, be the voice of the voiceless. I have 2 black children and I never want to see them feel less than because of the color of their skin, and I made sure that I made a calendar devoted to it and the image be shared everywhere that anyone could download it. I also have an image in our collage sheets as well. It's only a small thing that I can do at the moment, but know that I am always here if you need me to be there for you, regardless of in what way. I will be there and I will always support you. And I will always do whatever it takes and whatever is needed, because I know that my children deserve just as many rights as every other person on this planet. So anyway, a bit heavy to begin with, but because it is June is actually my anniversary month here on Patreon, so that means that every year I release collage sheets to all the levels as a thank you for your support. It's the only month I really do this besides like special things like either my birthday or Christmas. Generally it's only around those times where I do this because I am super grateful for any form of support that you give to me. All tiers are equal this month, and I just wanted you to enjoy the collage sheets as my way of giving back, regardless of if you spend $15 or $2. June is the month that I always say thank you, because it's 5 years, I want to say 4 years, 2016, 17, 18, 19, yeah, 4 years. I started in 2016, it's now 2020, and we're still going really strong, and I'm really proud of where I've come through my Patreon journey, and that I've kept my momentum through so many different levels and so many different scenarios and everything. And I just want to say thank you for being so amazing and supportive and helping with my journey and being cheer squad basically. So this month there are 10 sheets. Actually there's 9 sheets and a page of minis. The coloring on some of my pages is off, and that's only purely because I still can't get my normal paper that I print my sheets on. I had the same problem last month. It's still sold out. So in that regard, I was trialing another type of paper. This is actually photo sticker paper, so essentially I can cut these out and stick them straight into my planners and stuff. But like, this guy is not this dark on the actual file, and I made sure of that when I printed him out. I couldn't understand why he was printing darker than he is. So a couple of the colors are slightly off on my versions. Obviously on the PDF files and stuff they won't be. It's just the paper, I guess, and it smells funky. This paper has the weirdest smell to it, and I don't think I'll be purchasing this again because I don't know. I mean, most of the colors and everything is quite good, and the quality and the print quality is great, but the smell's really funky. I'm hoping that once I peel it off and stick it into my journal, it'll go away. But every time I pick up my folder, it stinks. So anyway, getting on with life. This is actually your calendar image, and if you see, I cut him down and turned him into just a normal 2-eyed monster. The calendar image was Gemini, and so going off the twins, I wanted to do a conjoined twin monster because I thought it was really cool. So if you go, this was fun, if you go this way, he's a full monster. If you go this way, he's a full monster, which is how you've got him here. And then hubby's like, even if you did this, he's still a monster. Taking out the middle eye, he still looks super cute. I might even erase that second eye, that middle eye, and this, and create a third version. I was so blown away when he just covered up the one, and he looks cute in all forms. He's one of my faves. But yeah, I love this little guy. And I thought, why not give him to you as a normal two-eyed monster, I guess, but I still wanted to put tri-eye in. I've got some antlers and ears and things for you to have a play with. Next month I think I'm going to be doing a bit more of a build your own monster kind of deal. I kind of ran out of time because I was creating the Black Lives Matter stuff like at the 11th hour. So next month I'm going to do some bodies and some more ears and antlers and all those sorts of things for your collage sheet. So it's like a paper doll but like monsters. So look out for that next month. I am going to start creating that in the next couple of days actually. So we'll start working more on it because I have more things, but I've left them for next month. I've got a couple of little monsters. This little black rabbit guy, this is a bit of a spoiler for your numbers this month. And this guy is taking a selfie. It kind of reminded me of that felt cute, might delete later. And I got a bit of a giggle thinking about a monster taking a selfie of himself with his big gruesome teethy grin. And so I created that little guy for you. And I've also obviously got the guy with the 3 eyes. I have sized down the Black Lives Matter calendar image so it's a little bit smaller for you. I also created a monster holding a sign with Black Lives Matter. I kind of wanted to put a twist, like my twist on it as well. And if you would like this image as a single file so that you can save it to your phone or anything, please let me know. I have him saved as a single file, but I haven't uploaded it because I didn't know if there'd be any interest. So if you want just him on his own so that you can use it as an icon, you can put it on your Instagram, you can do whatever you want with these 2 images. I have said and given full permission for you to share it, give it away for free. I don't mind as long as it gets far and wide as possible. I've put it in planner groups, this one especially when there was a big post in one of the planner groups I'm in. I threw it in there and said save it, use it, share it, do what you need to do. I am a-okay with it. And these 2 images are very much the same. You have my full permission to save these images and share them with anyone and everyone. And obviously just say personal use only. That's all I ask of you. I've got a bit of fairy bread. I was feeling a bit nostalgic. Obviously my birthday was in April and I didn't really do much because it was quarantine birthday. So it was a bit lackluster really. It was kind of a bit sad, and we had planned to go and have high tea, me and the girls, because that's become a little bit of a tradition for us, but we didn't actually manage to because obviously quarantine. And so I created a little fairy bread girl who, fairy bread in Australia is generally what you have at kids parties, but I love it. I love the rainbow sprinkles. I don't really love how it tastes, but the aesthetics of fairy bread I'm all about. And so I created a little fairy bread monster wearing some pink cons because they're my favorite type of cons. A little black, little dark monster with some of the elements that you've seen here. I added those to him and gave him some little wings just to sort of show you that you can change it up and have a play. So I've given you both calendars this month in the 3x4s because I wanted them to be equal. I didn't want to just put one without the other. I've also given you the calendar image in a smaller format if you choose to use that with the little guy stargazing. I have created these quirky little tiered monsters. I've given this type of thing to you before, but I had an idea when I was filming another video for you guys last week, and you'll see in a minute. I've given you some eyes, some horns for you to have a play with there. And if you remember, I put up a post in May, just the end of May, about journal prompts, and I got you guys to throw everything at me. There's over 50 comments on that post. Obviously there's not 50 here, but I actually took some of the most liked posts, so there's a little like button next to them, and put the ones with the most likes on the first page. Subsequently each month I'll add more to the pile, so I'll go through them and add them as I go, but I wanted to put the ones that had the most popularity first. I will be doing a video each month, one video each month with one of these prompts, and that will be a all tiers video, just as a just have a look. I think it'd be really cool. I really think that in this time, journaling is very important, whether it be written journaling, artistic journaling, any type, any form of journaling, I think is going to be good for our souls. And I know that I've had a lot of creative struggles and journal struggles this month and previous months, because I've just not been feeling it. I've been feeling anxious and worried and stressed and completely tapped out creatively. And I was talking about how I was doing purge pages in my Hobonichi, and a purge page was basically where I had all these blank pages, and I was starting to add prompts to them to try and get myself to get back into the swing of things and sort of write about whatever the prompt was. Now, I'm not a massive prompt fan, but I generally think it was really helpful to just sort of have some prompts. So I have some of Johanna's prompts there, and I was just filling some of my blank pages where I've done nothing because I've just been creatively a bit broken. These are the guys that inspired those little monsters, and I haven't been feeling the best at all and haven't been taking the time to journal, and I really wanted to spend more time within the pages of this big guy, and I thought prompts would be a really good way for us to try and get back to our journals. And so there are different things. There's collage prompts, photo prompts, written prompts. There's a whole heap of prompts for you to try this month. I didn't want to bombard you with all 50 of them at once. I think having them in this little snapshot was probably the best way to do it, and it means that I can get through them at a slow rate. If you haven't seen the post, it is for all tiers. Please go and add a prompt if you missed out and haven't checked, because I will obviously keep creating these each month, so it'll be a revolving door almost. So if you have a prompt and you want to get it down, or if you'd like to go and read other people's prompts, hit the like button of the ones you like so that I can slowly get them up popularity wise. So there's a whole heap of things like, where is your happy place and why? How has your life changed during COVID-19 time? There's a drawing prompt, close your eyes and draw and scribble a shape, then turn that scribble into a creature. A photo prompt, your favorite place in your home. Song lyrics, write a poem. So there's a whole heap of stuff for you to have a play with, and I put them on funky cool backgrounds because I think sometimes you just need something cute in your journals. Here are your numbers. Like I said, spoiler before, I decided to turn the fairy bread into numbers because I love them so much, and then I just took little bites out of them because I thought that was cute. So there's 30 here, and number 31 was on the other page for you. So there are those, and I like that they can go top of the page and bottom of the page. I just think that's a cute idea. You have a big background page. As always, I decided to keep it very simple with the background this month so that you could add some of your marks on top of them if you chose to. So there's lots of big painters, or if you want to cover a book, you're not going to feel bad about covering up a whole heap of my drawings or my artwork. You can add your own and your words and things. I know these are very popular for journal covers, so they are there for you. I have a few, like a couple of big like printout pages, some big A4 ones. Some of my dried flower pictures were asked for during I think when I was doing my purge pages video. I actually put one of my prints as a tip in. So here, and I think here is also one of my is it blown up basically. So I have put them in there for you to have a play with. I love dried flowers. They're one of my favorite things to play with and to photograph and to press. I love them so much, and I really love how they turned out. Sketchy Girls made it in after popular demand, even though I'm not a huge fan of how they turned out. So I layered some papers over them so that you could use it as a tip-in for your journals or a background, whichever you chose. And then this is just a quick little tip-in page that I was going to turn into a blog post, but it never actually happened. So I thought, why not use it as a printable for you guys to journal over the top of, cut up, use as printables. These would be really cool as lists and things. So something unique and different. And then we've got your days of the week. Now I have created the little tiered guides to be holding the days of the week in different sizes. I've also given you them in blank if you wanted to stamp your date stamps in them. And I've also given them to you in mini form, and then a couple of just plain little tabby things up here. I think they are super cute. And I absolutely love them. I actually like them really big. I think they'd be really cool. And I've also considered turning them into like a border, but I obviously ran out of space. And then you have your minis. I feel like I'm running out of breath. This girl is obviously not mini because I didn't have room to fit her, so she is in mini form and normal size. I've given you all the graphics. This little guy was from March's graphics, but there was no mini page that month, so I've just thrown them in. I've done a couple of Black Lives Matter hearts for you to play with. I've also put 2 of the journal prompts in because I had gaps and I needed to fill them. So they are your minis for this month. That is your collage sheets for June 2020. I hope they are what you want, what you love. I hope you enjoy using them. I just think they are lovely. I think this guy is going to be a huge hit with everyone. He is definitely a prominent pocket pal if I've ever seen one. I hope to see this little guy poking out of the pockets of your journals. I want to see him everywhere. Please stay safe. Please stay educated. I don't ever want to have to watch my kids get hurt because of the color of their skin. I never wanted to have to start teaching my kids how to face police, especially my son. He is, you know, gaining, he's almost 6 foot. My kid's almost 6 foot. He's tall, he's lanky, and just this whole thing has really made it clear to me that I need to start teaching them how to react if police approach them. It's not, Australia is just as bad. Australia is just as bad. Our Aboriginal community is not treated fairly either. I have witnessed it and felt this because I lived in a rural country town when my kids were little, and I got so many judgment faces for having black kids, black babies strapped to me, and I always got asked where my kids got their eyes from, where my kids got their skin from. And when I explained that my ex-husband was Jamaican and British, suddenly the color of my kid's skin was beautiful. And if I had said that, you know, my husband's Aboriginal, it'd be a whole different story. So I understand what it feels like to be judged, and I was being judged purely on the color of my kid's skin. And Aboriginals over here are not treated fairly. There have been so many deaths in our system that have been undocumented. No one's been held accountable. It is rife here as it is in America. So it's just, I feel really strongly about supporting this whole movement, and if you are not for this movement, then maybe this isn't the place for you. Because I made a promise to myself and made a promise to my friends and my community and any person that comes, whether I know them or not know them, if they need my help, I will be there regardless. So I can only do so much, but I've got a platform and I damn well will use it. And obviously I started with collage sheets and put them in there. I really do hope that you use them, that you share them. Those 2 images are free for you to push out into the world. Like I said, if you want those 2 images as single files so it's easier to save to your phone, please let me know and I'll upload those into the Dropbox folder for you. But the world is not a great place to be in right now, but it's not the time to bunker down and hide from it. we got to rise up as a community and as human beings and support our fellow man regardless of the color of their skin. And I don't get political very often, believe me, I don't. I don't get religious very often. Actually, I don't get religious at all. But I made sure I made a pussy hat girl when I felt strongly about feminism and equal women's rights, and I will do the same thing for this. It's all I can do. My art is my voice half the time, and I know that I have the platform to share my art with many people, and then that can be shared again. And so I will always do whatever it takes to help. That is it, guys. That is it. I hope you have a wonderful June. Thank you so much for your lovely support in my anniversary month. I hope you enjoy. I hope you are looking forward to the prompt video. I'm just looking here if I have the book that I'm going to flip for you guys tomorrow, and I don't think it's here. I think it's in my bedroom on my bedside table. Oh no, it's here, it's here. Tomorrow's Friday flip will be this one. It is so cool. I'm gonna have to do reviews on some of these, like, because I know Friday flips are just me flipping books quite like silently, but I think after a while I might review some of them and put them up for you guys. But that one I love it. It was a recommendation from an inkie. I bought it straight away and I have fallen head over heels for it. Anyway, before my battery runs out, which is blinking at me, I hope you have a fantastic day and I'll see you again soon. Bye.